If you have a business and you're looking to rebrand and want the worst way possible to do so, guys, all you need to do is take a look at the Cracker Barrel situation and you just copy exactly what they did because they screwed up big time. But how bad did they truly screw up? Because there's a lot of phrases that could back this whole thing up of all publicity sometimes is good publicity. In essence, did Cracker Barrel really make the worst mistake possible? Did they go about this right? Or did they go about this wrong? Because eventually they caved in and said, hey, guess what? We're not changing the old timer logo. We're keeping them, and we're keeping them for a long time to come because the customers were not happy. They took that brand from something that meant something to people to a soulless brand that meant absolutely nothing. So let's take a deeper dive into the situation. This is AJ with Business as Usual. Let's get right into it. What's up, guys? Just a brief introduction to the channel. Welcome to my channel, Business as Usual, where we talk anything that regards business. These are things such as tech releases. These are things such as marketing stunts like this one we're talking about today. These are all things that relate to your business so that you can get some good value out of the business behind everything in life. Pretty much everything we talk about. We talk about these trending topics. We talk about things that just need to be addressed that sometimes people don't even think about to address. We essentially look at trending news from a business lens, and that's why we call this Business as Usual. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's get right into it. Cracker Barrel decided to rebrand their logo. I mean, this isn't new. Everybody's been clowning these guys. They took the old timer off the logo, and what they replaced it with was just the text that they initially had, slightly variated, and what was some weird blob of orange in the background. And it just looked like a modern company, soulless, just kind of, all right, this is what it is. This is what it is. Okay. And you know what's very interesting from the outside looking in, right? We take a look at the CEO, Julie Masino. I don't know if I'm saying that right. She decided the brand needed to be rebrand. And honestly, let's be real. Cracker Barrel is not necessarily doing the greatest. They have a big organization. They have obviously multiple locations. They really did need the support when it came to a rebrand. They were a company that was due for one, right? Now, the issue that a lot of these companies go through when they're looking to rebrand their company, right? Especially bigger entities, companies with multiple locations, nationwide locations, is that they have to understand their clientele. And the biggest problem with the whole Cracker Barrel situation is not that they rebranded the company. I mean, they needed to do so. The company was not doing well. I mean, hey, they have not been expanding in any way. It's not like they're revolutionary. What they needed to do was rebrand correctly. Now, what do I mean by correctly? Okay. So essentially, you have your company here and I don't know where your headquarters is, but from what they tried to rebrand, it looked like they tried to base their company out of New York with this kind of like modern, simplistic look and everything. And you know what? To be honest with you, if this was any other company, if it was just starting off for the first time, this could fly. This could fly. However, there was a lot of problems with branding a certain way. Let me explain. It's quite simple. As a CMO myself, a chief marketing officer, you have to understand your clientele. Okay, it's that simple. You have to understand who you're appealing to. Okay, who is eating Cracker Barrel? It's not these New York people. I come from a big city like Chicago and Miami. It's not these Chicago people. It's not these Miami people, but it's the people that are like coming off the roads, coming off highways. They're going on trips. It's more of like the working class, the southern class, like that. Like they got that comfort food. They got that like food that you eat and it's 4,000 calories and you just love it. The biggest mistake they could possibly make is rebrand to this New York style marketing. That's not their market. Okay. They announced the logo. They also were actually doing interior decorating that was kind of brightening up the place, taking away the old wooden style textures, and they were brightening it up with this modern look. I don't really know. I'm indifferent to the look, right? And it just goes to show that people don't know what the heck they're doing, especially these CEOs. And I'm not knocking the current CEO there, Julie. I'm not knocking her. Okay. I'm just saying this comes from a direct disconnect from management, corporate, the C-suite, all of them, okay? And what the heck is going on with their clientele? Who is their clients, right? Now, it's easy to make decisions like this when you are going down, okay? Obviously, you needed a rebrand, so you said, okay, what can we do to appeal to more people? Well, you only do what you know. You only know the New York style. You only know the C-suite, the kind of, oh, I'm in a big city kind of feel vibe, right? Now, what they made the mistake by doing is just doing it all wrong. They needed to understand their clientele. They needed to go to some of these locations and see what's going on and see who's eating there, what type of people are there. Appeal to them. How do we bring them back? Those are the easiest way to bring those back. It always blows my mind when a company is doing bad. The first thing they say is, how can we go find new clients rather than how can we nurture the clients we already had? I don't understand. And this doesn't go without saying that what they did actually may have helped them. Okay, now let me explain. I am a marketing person. I'm also in public relations. And let me explain something to you very simply. All publicity is good publicity, especially if you can right your wrongs after those wrongs are done, right? That negative press. You can come back from that. This is the most Cracker Barrel has gotten any type of publicity in a very long time. Like, why was Cracker Barrel trending? They got people making fake redesigns for their companies just to be funny, just to get some more clicks and stuff like that. We live in the age where all publicity is good publicity. So by them going back to their old logo and say, you know what, hey, we're going to cancel this redesign, which I actually did not think they were going to do. I thought that they were going to ride this out because a redesign is a very expensive thing. And not a lot of people know this, but a redesign is very expensive. They probably had marketing material that was going to get issued out soon. I don't know if they had it that soon. I don't know if they waited for it, but it looked like they had some stuff already going, right? So it's actually kind of bad for them. They took a big loss on the redesign, right? And they probably paid corporate money for that logo. They probably, some designer probably charged them what, 25, 30,000, maybe 30,000 plus for that logo. Believe me, corporate money is different money, okay? But they spent all that money to redesign just to go back to the old logo. Now, people have mixed feelings about it. They're not like, oh, you know what? They're still soulless. Like, they kind of got into this political war now because it's like, oh, okay, well, now it's like, look at the CEO and look at this. And I don't think that's necessarily right. But what I am saying is that it's starting to become a common and trending theme that these companies really have a strong disconnect from their clientele, especially when they go corporate. Now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect by any means as a CMO. I haven't been a CMO of a Fortune 500 company or anything like that. But from the companies I have had, it's because I've been part of the restaurant. I've seen what goes well there and I know what to do. We have to build for what we're looking to do and what the clientele we have, right? And this was just a complete fumble. And I'm glad that they went back to their old logo because now they got to reinvent the wheel. They have a chance to do this right this time, okay? Rebrand because you still need to, but let's do it right this time. So that being said, what do you guys think about the Cracker Barrel situation? Were you guys a fan of the rebrand? Do you think the publicity was good for them? I think it's good now that they reverted back. You guys let me know. Thank you guys for watching the first episode of Business as Usual. I'm going to try to be pumping these out. I am worried about quality and I'm worried about a good conversation, but I'm also worried about getting these things out and talking with you guys and building a strong community behind this. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts below and let me know, are you going to stop at Cracker Barrel anytime soon? Because I don't know if I am. I don't necessarily prefer that food over a lot. So see you on the next episode.